What is up, East Bay? This is 89.9 KCRH, East Bay's best variety. Right now, we're doing it again. Like Father, Like Son podcast here again. Let me do my YouTube intro real quick. What's up, y'all? Like Father, Like Son, episode 17. Back in the studio again, third time in a row.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I don't even know.
Third time in a row, episode 17.
Third time in a row, episode 17.
Hey, man, what's your name?
Oh, yeah, I didn't do full. I'm the son, Manny.
And I am John, the father.
There we go. Full intro done.
There you go. Bam. Boom.
But for our radio folk, catch us up on YouTube at Like Father, Like Son Podcast. Also, hit us up on Instagram, Like Father, Like Son PCast, TikTok, Like Father, Like Son PCast 2716, because TikTok likes numbers.
Yup.
And you want to hit us with inquiries, questions, comments, concerns, theme ideas, everything above and beyond. Like Father, Like Son PCast at gmail.com.
Yes, sir. I will say this as we go into it. Thank you for folks that have, I think our TikTok's been kind of cool, getting views, getting likes, people appreciating it. So, that's kind of good.
It's
just
been
to
fun.
See it. Yeah, it has been fun. So TikTok definitely has, although we're hating on the numbers, we should be number one. But anyways, it definitely has increased some views. So we appreciate the folks that have, given us love. We get the love right back. So, appreciate that. So that's been kind of cool.
Yeah. Speaking of news.
What's up?
We got baseball news.
Baseball news.
We got sad baseball news for Bay Area folk. Sorry, not bandwagons. True Bay Area folk.
Dun, dun, dun.
The Dodgers beat the Padres.
Man.
In a Game 5 in the NLDS, going now on to the NLCS.
Yeah.
So you know what that means for Bay Area fans.
Boo.
We're officially New York Mets fans.
I'm sure your cousin Sophia is going to be very happy about that.
We have joined the bandwagon for the series.
Sophia, we're with you.
We've joined the bandwagon.
Yes.
Let's go Mets. It's all about the Mets.
Man, I thought the Padres were going to pull it out, man.
I thought they were going to pull it out, too.
Yeah.
They had Yamamoto on the mound.
Yeah.
Yamamoto's not really known for...
He hasn't been too solid.
Been producing.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Padres just... They were kept scoreless. I saw this. They were kept scoreless for 24 straight innings.
Damn, was it that much? Well, I know they lost 8 or whatever. It was 8-0 on Wednesday night.
Scoreless for 24 straight innings.
Man. Hey, they had a good season, and, hey, what are you going to do? I just hope that the next folks up, the Mets, will be able to do the job and send the Dodgers home.
Hopefully you have a Mets miracle like always. But in other news, the AL side of things, the New York Yankees did defeat the Royals.
They did, yep.
Sad. Kind of wanted the Royals to win. I didn't want to see a Dodgers-Yankees keep going in the postseason.
Yeah.
I don't want the Yankees to get 28, and I don't want the Dodgers to win just because we're Giants fans.
Right,
That's
right.
normal.
Well, what would be your ideal matchup?
Mets, Royals.
No. Well, now with the remaining.
Mets,
I get you.
Mets, Yankees.
That sounds like your favorite.
A little Battle of the Bronx.
Yeah.
Like how we did a Battle of the Bay.
Yeah.
Years ago. I wasn't alive for that one.
I think that would be a pretty cool one.
A Battle of the Bronx would be cool.
Yeah. Battle of New York. But
we do have to see because Tigers and Guardians are playing right now. From the last
they
thing
played
I
today.
checked,
Yeah, I don't know when they start.
they're
But
playing right now.
Yeah.
Last thing I checked, it was 5-1 Guardians.
Oh wow. Okay.
I got a text from Ethan.
Oh
He
man.
just said Cleveland. That's it. Yes.
That would be a good matchup, Cleveland and New York, if they can pull it out.
It would be cool. I just want to see J-Ram get up and maybe he's in the World Series. J-Ram.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first one of his career, I think.
Was his first name Juan?
No,
Ramirez.
Jose
Ramirez. There you go. So
Actually, it would be a second.
oh, he's been there before. I can't.
He was with the Indians in 2016 when they were going against the Cubs.
Gotcha.
And then,
Yeah.
they sold.
Yep.
Fun little time. 2016. 2016 was a good year.
So we're still waiting for the 4th team. The other 3 are settled. And actually, tomorrow the NLCS
I think the NLCS is playing
begins
tomorrow.
Quick turnaround.
Quick little turnaround.
Yep.
But hopefully the Mets can use the grimace power and pull out wins left and right.
Yeah.
Come out swinging
Yep.
in the NLCS. For our non-baseball folk, we're saying a lot of acronyms, the NLCS, NLDS, AL, same thing. Basically what it is, in baseball, there's an American League side and a National League side. So certain teams are in the American League, certain teams are in the National League. And then basically what it is, it's the National League like division series.
That's what they just all wrapped up.
What they just wrapped up.
Mm-hmm. Which leads the winners into the championship series.
A game best of 5, and then it's the National League Championship Series or the American League Championship Series.
Right.
It is cool.
Those are best of 7. The division series was best of 5.
Best of 5, and then it's
now
best of
they
7.
Go to best of 7.
And then the World Series, the big old kahunas,
yes,
is a best of 7
as well. Yep.
like normal.
Yep. Dope.
Yeah. Baseball is looking good, coming to the end. Hopefully the Giants make some off-season moves now that Farhan's out.
And Posey's in. Yay.
Hopefully we get to pick up some good people.
One of the folks, interesting, you mentioned, one of the guys on the Mets has been rumored to be on the radar for the Giants, Pete Alonso, the polar bear.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know how likely, but on the radar, that's just something. Yep.
One of the Brewers guys is on our radar.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was Willie Adames or Wilson Contreras.
No, I think Adames. Yeah,
okay.
I think Adames was one of those. And, I mean, at this point, rumors are on the radar can mean absolutely nothing in the end.
That's true.
But
we had Judge on our radar.
Yeah.
But we signed Arson Judge.
We did sign Arson Judge, his long-lost cousin, and then quickly released him. But no,
that's terrible.
I think Alonso for the power, obviously. We still need some power
and
bats.
First base. We need a solidified first baseman.
Sure, that too. But, I think the power would, if it was between him and Lamont Wade, obviously we'd find another place for Lamont Wade, probably in the outfield or whatnot. Because, I would hope that we still keep him. He's been a good, consistent hitter.
Probably be a DH.
Or the outfield, like I said. I just don't know who we might put in the DH role. If we keep somebody like Encarnacion or, we'll see on that. But, again, Alonso was a rumor. We'll see who else surfaces. But, yeah, I hope we do get some signings, in.
I hope we got a bunch, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
There should be a bunch that come around.
Well, I think if we can plug maybe 2-3, good, solid, pickups, that'll be good. Because we have had, some up-and-coming, young cats, this year. We had to play a lot of young folks, the rookies and, coming out of our farm system. So
Tyler Bonds.
Tyler Fitzgerald, real name. But yes, like him, obviously, Elliot Ramos was one who really, became a force. Others are still kind of in the wing. We have Jung-Hoo Lee coming back, right? So
that's one I want to see, play a full season.
Yeah, that would absolutely.
He didn't play his full rookie season.
Not rookie.
Well, rookie in the MLB.
There you go. But yes, he did not play because of the injury. Or
so I hope he comes back.
Yeah,
he could have had a rookie of the year.
He's gonna come back.
He could have had a rookie of the year type of performance.
He's going to come back, and yeah, we'll see how he performs. But he's going to be I hope, an integral part. And again, if we sign 2 or 3, I think we'll be good because I do think that core of the new pitchers and all that, we should be pretty good.
We got to get Snell back. That's when we got to get back for sure. We got to get him back. We have Webby.
Wouldn't be mad at that. Absolutely, I think it would be a solid thing, and we'll see what he.
Now we have Robbie Ray too.
So. Right, we still have Robbie Ray, but I don't know if we'll be in the price. We were able to get him this time around. I don't know what he'll be asking next time around. But yeah,
$4 million.
We'll see.
Heck of money. I will say moving towards down south of SF.
Okay.
No. Going down to Great America. We're going to Great America, guys, today.
The Great America parking lot. The shared parking lot.
Kidding.
Santa Clara.
Going to Santa Clara to Levi Stadium for the Niners. Big bounce back win against a division rival.
Yes.
And on Geno Smith's birthday.
I didn't realize that one, really.
It was his birthday.
So on Thursday night, right? A couple of nights ago today, it's Saturday. So 2 nights ago, right? They were up in Seattle and they played against the Seattle Seahawks and won 34-26, I believe was the score.
I believe that was the score too.
Yep. So 34-26.
Debo helped me with fantasy football. That's all I know. That boy got a 76-yard touchdown.
I saw that one.
I think it gave me 14 points alone on that one.
See, it's we play in our fantasy football league. I also play,
I have my own separate one. Yeah. You have 14 other leagues.
So in one of them,
something.
Yes, in one of them for work, I was going up against Debo. So I was like, "Oh, am I cheering? Yes. Am I cheering? No, because of the fantasy football." But then I know Manny. Anyways, glad Debo, he went off just like you said. That one did a lot, but I think he kept. He might have had like over 100 yards receiving, and so he had a really solid game. And
there's a thing. I did see this. I do have to give props for Debo. First player in NFL history to have 20 rushing touchdowns and 20 receiving touchdowns.
Yes, congratulations. First time in history. I saw that.
Good thing it came with the Niners record.
Yes.
First person to do it. Niners record.
Yep.
Yeah, it's cool.
That was a cool one. I was actually worried during the game. I wasn't in town at the time. We'll talk about that later. But so I was watching it, and I had to be in my room because I couldn't be around anybody else. But I thought we were going to lose it again. We were up by 20. And then we were only up by 3. And I was like, good Lord, what are we doing here? But we pulled it out. So that was great. I hope Jordan Mason is cool. He got injured.
Shoulder injury.
Yeah. We seem just to be getting injured, man.
Our kicker that we just signed?
He was a little blaze. He was just kind of, blur because, he played one game and now he's out.
Dislocated his shoulder, I think.
He did. Props, that he was trying to make a tackle. I'll give him that. But learn how to tackle, brah, before you start doing it. So that's 2 injured kickers. Now we're probably
in less than 2 weeks.
Yeah. In less than 1 week, right?
Yeah, that is true. Less than a week.
So now we're gonna have to look for
another kicker.
Yeah. Revolving door of kickers.
Yeah, the Niners are just injury prone right now.
Yeah.
Whenever someone steps on the field, someone's gonna get injured.
I was saying that right before. Like, we have not been able to stay healthy, and mind you, I say that, and absolutely. I'm of the same kind of fabric that it don't matter, and you still got to keep playing, right? And you still either win or succeed. So it's good to see that we've been able to plug some holes, but we're still being, we got hit by the injury bug and continue to, and hopefully we get healthy at some point during the year.
Hopefully.
Yep.
It's a little rough one, especially with all the hype and.
There's a lot of expectations.
The expectations about going back again and everything, and those portions.
But it's funny, right? Like even the expectations, right? Or like you started with the hype. There's sometimes this hype. I get it, but imagine, a lot of that initial hype or expectation at the beginning of the year is with the assumption that all our players are, are healthy. So CMC, he's been out, right? Again, you have like announcers and stuff that they'll say coming into the year, the Niners this, and they should win, and they should this, and they should all that. And when we get an injury, they don't stop thinking that way, right? And don't get me wrong, they report, obviously, CMC is hurt. Ayuk and Trent Williams haven't signed, and all these things that do impact, the flow and the success of a team. But there's no excuses about it, right? They go out, they're not there, they haven't been performing. the expectations don't go away. And so we just got to keep plugging away. And we've done it before. There was a season, I think about 3 years ago, when we were at 500 and we reeled off, I think it was 9-10 wins to end the season. So it's not panic mode yet. Glad that we were able to
get the win.
Yeah, with the
Go
Seahawks.
back to 500.
Yeah. And because the Seahawks were on top of the division.
We're on top of the division now.
Now we are with a 500 record. But yeah, we're on top of the division. Love it.
We're on top of the division.
Yes, sir. So fantasy football, it kind of really opens the door. You talked a little bit, right?
I did.
About it. Congratulations, sir. You got your first win last week in the family league. So I really appreciate that. It got you going.
I'm not proud of it at all.
You have the second most points, though.
I have the second most points scored in our league, and I'm in 6th place.
But that's all right.
No, it's not.
You're turning it around, man. You got to look forward.
No.
You got to look forward, man. Yeah.
Horrible.
Horrible start. I get it. I will say this on the flip side, as you know, going into last week, I was undefeated. I had a 4-0 record. Now I'm 4-1. I had my first loss. Hey, those things happen, man. Again.
Ethan's undefeated.
Yeah, now we got to catch up to him. So, but I did want to mention this, and, normally, there was some haterism going on in our league, man. So normally I probably would just say that it's my cousin, but today, she my cousin-in-law. I got to stress that part because she was hating on me. She went in, so Miss Amanda, it is for you, blasting you, putting you on blast right here. So going into the game, I'm 4-0. I'm battling, another team who are really good friends of Amanda. So why she go over to their house, help them set up the team, make some trades, all kinds of stuff she really pushed. She did everything she could. She manually was doing these things to try to topple my team. And it still took the other team to get over 110, 115 points to beat me. So I still came strong, right? And so this week, Amanda is now facing that same team. And ironically, there's been no switches. No players have been switched. You got people injured or not playing on bye weeks. How ironic that now she don't want to help them. And when I busted her out on that, she was like, "Oh, I taught them how to do it." And I was like, "Oh, so you stopped doing it for them. I get it. How convenient." So Amanda, yeah, I'm coming for you. I can't wait to our next game. But yeah, man, fantasy football has been fun. Sorry if you don't feel at this time. It's been fun. It'll get fun for you.
Our league hasn't been fun. My other league has been fun. I have 2 wins in the other league.
That's good.
I'm 2-3 in the other league.
That's cool. Yeah. Strong showing.
Yeah. I'm right under that chopping block when I look at the playoff bracket.
Oh, okay.
Of getting to the first place.
Yeah.
And being in the winner's bracket.
Mm-hmm. But it's early, man.
So I gotta hold it. I got
early.
Debo. I got CMC on that team.
You got Warner, don't you?
I got CMC on that team.
I know.
As a first pick.
When he does come back,
I do have Derrick Henry though.
When he does come back, when CMC comes back, he's gonna be ripping it.
I got Derrick Henry though.
That's not too shabby, man. Not too shabby.
His lowest points was 10.6.
Yeah. Not too
His highest
shabby.
points was about 39.8. So he's been ripping it. He's been doing good for me.
Yep.
Chris Godwin, he's been doing good for me too.
Nice.
Darnell Mooney, he's been doing good on the Falcons for me.
Nice.
The other week, I think he got me 31 points.
Yeah.
When Debo wanted to underperform and give me 5.
Hey, that's how it happens, right?
So hopefully this time, I'm hoping Darnell Mooney and the Falcons go off. I hope Kirk Cousins has a
He had a good game.
Kirk Cousins classic.
Yep.
Just hitting tutties and whatnot.
Yep.
Being Kirko chains. I hope that one helps and that works out.
Yep. They're gonna have a shootout with the Buccaneers, I think, this week.
No.
Oh no, it's Atlanta. No, they're playing New
That's
Orleans.
Atlanta.
No, sorry. Yeah, that's
New
right.
Orleans.
Yep.
I do have Mayfield. Hopefully it's a shootout though.
Yes.
Just
Hopefully
for the Buccaneers. I just want the Buccaneers to do good, especially Mayfield and throwing the ball. I just want that to happen because
Dude.
CJ Stroud has been disappointing me a lot.
Well, and you got to think about this. You got to come from this. That top receiver, Nico Collins? He got hurt last week, so I think he might be out a couple of weeks. So even
but he has Stephon Diggs now.
Yeah, but he's no Nico Collins. I mean, what I mean is Stephon Diggs is a great possession receiver. He's great. He's all that good stuff, and he'll get you points. And he may need to step it up with Nico Collins out, but Nico Collins was the one with the deep threats and going down the field. Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, we'll see.
I hope Diggs steps it up because I need him to step it up.
Because you got him too, yeah.
Yep. And I got T. Higgins too.
Cool.
He's been good. T. Higgins coming back off of injury. He's been doing good. Love that for him.
Nice.
I will say moving towards going back up the bay. A little down the street from Oracle Park, from the Giants' home. We go to the Chase Center.
Chase Center news.
The Golden State Valkyries have now signed a head coach.
Yeah.
I don't even want to attempt that last name.
I think it's Natalie Nakasi. Nakasi?
Okay, I was going to say something else.
Sorry for jacking it up.
Sorry for botching it, but welcome to the Golden State fam. Miss Natalie as a head coach.
Yes, welcome.
I'm excited. I will not lie. I'm excited for the year.
Yeah.
I definitely want to attend some WNBA games.
Yeah.
Probably going to be the first ones that I ever go to.
Yeah.
Probably some of the only ones that I go to. Because
who do you think should we try to line up some tickets against? Caitlin, against Angel Reese, or
both?
Got you both. Whichever one.
Whichever one. Yeah. I think Miss Wilson on the Aces. That one too.
The Wilson, right? Yeah. I was trying to remember her name. Yeah. But
Asia Wilson. That'd definitely be a good one.
Yeah.
Cool one. Little cool Aces Valkyries matchup.
I don't think I know the Valkyries roster, but sure we'll be learning
don't have
that
a roster.
Oh, they don't?
No.
Well, there we go. Maybe that's why I don't know.
We haven't done the expansion draft yet.
Oh, yeah.
We got to do the expansion draft, and then from there we get players.
Yep. There you go. Thank you for schooling me.
So
totally forgot that part.
So we have that portion.
Yes. Coming up.
Other news.
Yes.
This is a sport we really don't watch as much. San Jose Sharks hockey just started their season, and we suck.
If it just started, we can't say we suck.
No, we went up 3-1 against the Blues.
Yes.
And
a strong team.
In hockey, that should be good. And then I think I tuned out.
Okay.
I think I tuned out a while after the mid of the second period, and then we lost 5-4.
Okay. Hey, how would I say? Stuff happens. Okay?
I mean, we were the worst team last year. That's how we got the number 1 pick.
Yep.
Which is cool too, because the number 1 pick, Macklin, something Celebrini. He's the son of a coach on the Warriors coach roster.
Okay, cool.
Which is interesting.
Connections.
Yeah, it's cool. So I remember I was watching the game for a little bit, and Draymond and Looney were both at the game.
Oh, I thought they were playing. Damn, I was about to say what?
No, God no. They were both at the game, cheering him on and whatnot, cheering on the Sharks. So it was cool. Let's just see that.
Yeah.
I will say I do like hockey jerseys. They're pretty
You
cool.
do like hockey jerseys? Absolutely. You got a couple.
I have one. I have a Death Row record. Yeah.
I tried another one.
Death Row Records.
Oh yeah, that's right.
One.
So you got a hockey style jersey.
Yes.
Not a hockey jersey. Look, going back to what you said though, the Sharks have been good in the past, and whatnot, and hopefully they'll, bounce back or whatnot. But
rebuild years.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
But don't mean they suck, man. Especially at the beginning of the year. Come on, man. But yeah, hopefully they do good too. I haven't been a big hockey guy.
We haven't been a big hockey family at all.
No. But yeah.
And our cousins have. So
yeah,
they've gone to a couple games and whatnot.
Yeah. I think games are cool. They get I mean, I think like with most anything, if you're there live, it ends up being more exciting than just watch. And especially if you're not into or know the sport that well. So yeah, I mean, I would imagine that going into it or going to watch a game would be a cool experience. But yeah, so there we go with that.
They always seem super packed. Hockey games.
Yes, yeah, I could definitely see that. And they always want their players to fight.
It's funny.
It's hockey, boxing, soccer on ice.
Yeah, really is.
Hilarious. But yeah, good luck to them on their.
Good luck to San Jose Sharks on their season.
Yes, sir.
Speaking differently, now I get to ask you this question.
Yes.
You just came back from a trip.
I did.
Speak about your trip.
So I just came back yesterday from Washington, D.C. I happened to be in Washington, D.C. And thank you for asking. I don't even know where to start.
My fellow Americans.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered. No, that's a different thing. So I was in Washington, D.C. I was invited to a roundhouse discussion, basically a meeting.
Were you in the Oval Office?
We did not go to the Oval Office. So it was a White House invitation to, again, a roundtable discussion. Specifically, it was around Hispanic Heritage Month. And even more so, the theme of the meeting was about Latino impact with gun violence prevention. So, for those that don't know, I don't think we've ever talked about this on the podcast. So, I work for an organization called Youth Alive in Oakland, California.
Shout out Youth Alive.
YA. Woo. Yes. So we have many programs, but a couple of them are really immersed in some violence prevention programs. So we support the families of homicide victims. We support individuals who've been shot and stabbed and again, been a part of community violence and impacted. And so because of my work, not just at Youth Alive, but also before that in San Francisco, where I was born and raised, Frisco. So I've been in this line of work for over 25 years. And so somehow within the folks that they wanted to invite, that was invited to this meeting, there was only 40 people that were invited throughout the country. Got to catch up with some old colleagues, some cats that I know from LA, some new folks I met from Chicago, other folks from New Jersey, from Massachusetts. They were all over from the country, and so we all represented, and we were part of this meeting, and it was the first of its kind. There's a new office under the White House, the Office of Gun Violence Prevention, and so this is who was hosting, the meeting, and so we got to talk, real deep about a lot of things that are impacting, specifically Latinos. This epidemic of violence, this community violence impacts not just Latinos, African Americans, and many others, but more often than not, it's between African American and Latino people who are injured. And so again, we were able to talk about some of the themes, some of the needs that still are on the table, resources, new things, new strategies that we need to implement and continue to kind of build upon. Because again, like I said, I've been in this work for 25 years. There's been programs, many good programs from all, parts of the nation who have been around for some time and have been able to sustain, the work. But it's important work. And we were able to hear, some of the invites, some real deep stories, firsthand stories about loss, about, family members themselves being shot, all kinds of stuff. And so I felt very privileged to be there. Like I said, the first in what we all are expecting to be a series of these convenings, meetings, right? But to be there for the first one and set it off, that was, again, real deep. So, yeah. While we were there, we were all talking about how our ancestors and our families and our lineage, like all of, there was this, energy that we were bringing into that room, that this is what we were representing. And so, so it was just it was deep, and it was a good meeting. Glad that I was able to be out there, and glad and honored that again I was invited as one of the 40 to be a part of it.
I'm proud of you with everything that
Thank
you've done, especially with gun violence.
Yep.
Not only here in Oakland, but you've gone places, Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
You went to Chattanooga. I don't know why that one always sticks in my head. I think it's just because of the name. Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Yep.
So random.
Yep.
But yeah.
Yeah, I've been to many places. Help support folks with whatever knowledge, experience, and all that kind of stuff. And like I said, I've been fortunate. You're right. This isn't the first time I've gone out to another city, but this is how I've also built relationships with others in other cities. So, yeah, dope stuff, man. Dope stuff. And thank you, man.
Was the White House big? What was it?
It was. So, we met in a building right next to the White House. But the White House was right there.
Oh.
And so we didn't go to the White House. But here's the thing, and I don't know, man. Maybe I shouldn't say it on there. Anyways, I'll say it. Man, what I found out is they got a lot of things really nailed down, because I was looking for a souvenir I could just slip into the pocket. They had cameras everywhere, but there was nothing I was able to snatch. Man, a pen or nothing. Damn, man. Anyways, I tried, man.
You snagged photos. That's what you snagged.
I did snag some photos, man. Snagged some photos.
But yeah. It's a big thing that just happened.
Yeah.
You just came back yesterday.
Last night, man.
Literally,
Yep.
what?
Literally last
10,
night.
12 hours ago.
Yeah, around that time, yeah. Yes, sir.
Saddle portion. Speaking of other things,
Yes.
what are movies you've seen recently?
Honestly, I have not really seen, at least not in the theater. It's been a while since I've been to a theater. Man, I couldn't even tell you.
I can't even remember the last time we went to a theater.
Yeah.
We have been watching, though, Mr. McMahon on Netflix.
Yes. We've gotten a couple episodes in.
For
yes.
people who don't know, we did used to watch WWE for a very long time, for a couple years.
Man, you say used to. We still watch it here and there.
Well, okay, let me get to the story.
My bad.
We used to watch it a couple years ago, day in and day out, when it used to be Thursday night SmackDown and Tuesday night SmackDown. Raw was always on Mondays.
Yep.
We did watch a couple of WrestleMania, SummerSlams, not Bad Blood, but Hell in a Cell.
Yes.
Survivor Series, all those type of things. And then we stopped for a while because it got boring.
Yeah.
The script writing
Really
was subpar. And then it started hitting it again, so we've been watching it a couple times in there. I know I watch all the recaps and whatnot.
Yeah, that's what I watch.
After, it'll be Monday at 11 at night, and I'll watch a recap about what happened that day.
Yep.
So yeah, the whole thing of what.
So with the Mr. McMahon.
With Mr.
show,
McMahon, it's
right?
basically Mr. McMahon is the creator of WWE. His father was the creator of WWF, and he just took over it and whatnot and all the other things.
Right.
But the thing that I think that both caught our attention is that Vince McMahon on WWE was the bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
He was the guy that you don't want to mess with. He was the guy that was all, you do something wrong, your career is ruined.
Right, pretty much.
But hearing the history, we've only watched 2 episodes so far, and I know it's been out for a while. I think I'm midway through my 3rd episode. But it's been interesting seeing what stuff he's gone through, what stuff
Sure.
in the background that he has to do, some stuff that Triple H that he had to coordinate and whatnot. Some things that they thought were gonna be good turned out to be bad, which ruined the industry for a couple. I don't know if it was a couple years, a couple months, but a certain amount of time. So it's just a bunch of different things that it's yes, wrestling's fake. We get that.
It's entertainment.
But the storyline and everything that goes through it is real.
Right.
Because it's you could take a movie. Obviously, it's fake.
Well,
But it's the entertainment factor and the script of what makes it interesting.
and let me throw this in here. there's a lot of scripted, there's acting, there's all this stuff, there's entertainment. And I just throw this out. I have cautioned around using the word fake, and this is why. This ain't coming down on you.
No.
But there have been people who have been injured, seriously.
Mm-hmm.
There are people who, because of, their actions and all the movement, they have had to have, surgery and all kinds of different things. There have been, actual people, the blood and some of the stuff that you see out there, some of it has been real.
Yeah, some of it's real, some of it's fake.
And so that's why, I don't use fake because it's something that they do, and they're always putting themselves at risk. Like anything could happen, when we see like crazy stuff when they're like jumping off the top of a cage,
jumping off a Hell in a Cell.
Right, they'll do that. Like if there's a minor slip up, that could be something serious, right? And so the risk is real. I think again, some of the action is not right, or it's not as damaging as they're portraying it. But it, again, it's entertainment, and I think it gravitates. And there's the good, the bad guys. There's all this, right? There's the storylines. Those are the things that really hook us. I think it's been many years since I've heard it framed this way, but it's like a male adult soap opera. Now I know there's more females too, but it's kind of a soap opera, right? That goes out there, and again, it gets entertaining and it gets very popular. So, again, that's why, I haven't necessarily used the word fake, and I know what you're saying, right? Again, it's not like actual competition or standings or that kind of stuff, right? But yeah, it's definitely cool. I also. I think I'm only 2 episodes in with the series, and I have found many interesting things, like how it started before Vince McMahon took it to where he did. There was all these, when his dad kind of owned, the WWF, all those little federations, that I remember vividly. Those were the things I would see on the weekend. Like, I remember these are the broadcasts that I would see of these. Man, I kid you not. And they showed some of it, in the documentary, but we were watching stuff that seemed like it was happening in somebody's backyard. Yeah. You were like, there was a ring just where there was enough space for a ring, and you had some fold-out chairs, and that was the arena for the day. Yeah. So that hecker reminded me of all, those things that I watched when I was young. And then obviously now it's evolved to these big old, Madison Square Garden or what?
The
Vegas.
Chase Center, the Oracle Arena.
Next year, WrestleMania, right? Is going to be in Vegas.
WrestleMania is in Vegas.
Was that the Reliant? Is it Reliant Stadium?
The Allegiant Stadium.
Allegiant.
The Raiders Stadium.
The Raiders Stadium. Yeah. But yeah, it's grown to that popularity. Good Lord. Yeah. But that's been interesting for me.
It's been interesting to watch it.
Yeah.
Unfold and whatnot.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll keep. Maybe we'll finish it off and maybe talk about that the next time around.
We might. I don't know.
We'll get to it.
I have no clue.
Yup. But yeah.
Speaking of movies news, though.
What was the last movie you saw?
I saw Transformers 1. I will say it was really good.
Okay.
People kept saying it was gonna be bad, and he said it was bad. It was actually pretty good. The storyline was cool. The way I'm gonna try to word this weird. The way they moved the story into a way where it was explaining both of the main characters, like Prime and Megatron, showing how they got their names is really cool.
Okay.
Because then it like brings the aspect of like the reason why they're fighting is because they used to be brothers.
Right.
So
yeah.
The whole thing of like being on Cybertron and why they became brothers and what was the reason and like all that. I'm trying not to spoil the whole movie.
Yeah.
But it was just cool like seeing like the adventures that they had to go through and the struggles that they went to and like the lengths that they went to protect each other.
Yeah.
And all those types of things. So it was a good movie.
Cool.
I'd probably definitely watch it again.
So you'd recommend it?
Definitely recommend it.
Yeah.
It's a cool movie. One movie though that I did hear about that has been good that I feel like we should go watch.
What's that?
Is Wild Robot.
Wild Robot. Huh?
It's
that animated one?
Yeah, it's that animated one about a robot that goes off programming and like starts to help out animals and whatnot and everything, and then they try to take the robot back.
Oh.
She basically goes, "No, my forest." I don't know, but I've seen ratings about it and it's been really good. People thought it was gonna be terrible, but people were saying it was good.
That's cool. Looks
maybe,
entertaining. Yeah,
maybe a good one to watch.
Yeah, looks entertaining.
Yeah,
not opposed to that, man.
There's been movies that have been like,
yeah.
I don't want to watch that one.
To be honest, I didn't know how that Transformer, the one that you did go see, I didn't know how that one was going to come off. Yeah. So good to hear. It's actually some positive stuff. I mean, I'm always into origin stories and seeing like how things got to where they got. So yeah,
it was cool. It was a good one.
Yep. So yeah,
I don't know. I want to see that new one, the Piece by Piece, the Pharrell Williams.
The little Lego.
It's a documentary.
Oh, it's okay.
But it's Lego.
Yeah.
It's about Pharrell's life, but it's literally just Legos. So
that's cool. You know what? That's kind of a cool.
It's a cool little interesting one.
Yeah.
I do like it. I do want to go see that one.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a cool one to where it's like seeing what artist he helped. Because obviously you have Daft Punk.
Sure.
One of his most famous songs, Get Lucky with Daft Punk. Mm-hmm. He worked a lot on helping like Kendrick Lamar, Snoop Dogg. I think J. Cole's gonna be in it. I think Gwen Stefani's in it.
Yeah. That's gonna be all
Katy
fun.
Perry's in it. I could be completely wrong. But it's a lot of these like known artists that are gonna be in it. Yeah. I saw Pusha T was gonna be in it.
I mean, he's done a lot of features with folks.
He's done a lot of feature, and he's produced a lot of songs.
Yeah.
In that sense.
Yep.
Towards like, man, we really could do a documentary on him and everything and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
But that's definitely one I want to see.
Yeah.
I feel like it's the only really good movie that's coming out.
Yeah.
To end the year.
Like I said, I haven't gone to the theater in a while. But there's been well, let me say this: like in the industry, I just feel there's been so many. So the ones you mentioned, definitely creative. It's new. It's animated. There's all these different kind of things, right?
There's been so many like lackluster movies.
Well, that's where I was gonna go
remakes.
With the remake. That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Oh my gosh, the live action remakes.
Oh my god.
We've definitely talked. I think we've talked about this before. I personally hate all the Disney remakes. The live action remakes. The only one that I'm like, okay, I'll probably see this one is Lilo and Stitch. Because Stitch actually looks cool. But like The Lion King, never seen it.
Yeah.
Beauty and the Beast, never seen that one.
They don't.
The Jungle Book one was one that was actually really good.
That one wasn't bad. Yeah. They just don't spark the interest in the same way. Yeah.
What was another live action?
There was the mermaid one, wasn't there?
Never saw that one.
Yeah. There was a couple. There was several.
The only live action ones that I've really seen is the Jungle Book.
Yeah.
And that's about it. I just don't like all the live action remakes because it takes away from the classic.
Right. Well, but even that, like the live action, right? All the remakes is like, man, can't y'all? The question that I keep asking, not just me, my friends, we're always like, oh my God, another remake. Oh my gosh, another remake. Where is the creativity in the world right now? It's not, don't get me wrong. Sure, we always want to do new and improve. We fix it. We do. Cool. But at some point, when do you just come out with something brand new? And that's been the struggle. And so, I'm with you, man. The remakes of all kinds, live action and what, I mean, they just be like, oh, another snooze fest. They just try to make it like, if it's a horror movie, they just try to make it gory-er, right? Yeah. And it's like...
It's not like actually scary. It's just bloody and killing and all these other things.
Right. Like
I remember, like, I've watched The Conjuring. I think we've watched like 2 different Conjurings. and that one's a good one. A good horror movie. Yes, there's some killing, but it's like suspense and scaring,
Right.
jump scares and whatnot.
But it's the storyline, right?
And then Annabelle Comes Home. Watch that one. That one got me. That one was scary.
Yeah.
But then it's like suspense movies are really cool too.
Yes. Absolutely.
Like Nope. I loved Nope.
That was a good one. Yes.
I wanted to find it again. It's on. I think it's on Hulu, but you have to buy it.
Oh, really?
And I'm like, I don't want to buy it. I just want to watch it. Let me watch the movie.
We gotta find a way to get around it. But yeah.
I know that was the one that I watched. That was good. I've seen Get Out. Get Out was a cool one. Like suspense movies are cool, like for Halloween, yes. But then like for Halloween, then it's like the actual like jump scares. Like The Nun. I know that one had like a couple of jump scares.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
Yeah.
People have said it. One that I know disappointed people was Evil Dead Rise.
I don't think I watched that.
That one, it was the mother that like got possessed and whatnot. She was trying to kill her kids.
Oh, yeah, I think I remember.
And everybody was like, yeah, basically the whole movie is the trailer. And I was like, dang.
Well,
that sucks.
Right? That happens to movies, right? You put all the stuff in the trailer and then it's like, what else? And it's like, there was nothing else.
Oh, Trap. That was another one. That was basically just all in the trailer. Like,
yeah,
there was nothing to it. And I'm like, bro.
Yeah, people got to get creative.
People got to get better with their movies and whatnot.
Well, at least for them to stick out, right?
Yeah. For them to stick out, it's got to be better.
Yeah. But you mentioned Halloween. Man, you actually mentioned several movies. And I didn't
Probably
even know
surprised you.
Yeah, I didn't even know you've seen some of those.
I hate Halloween.
Yeah, sure sounds like it, but all the movies you watch. But yeah.
For people who don't know, I don't like Halloween.
He does not appreciate
I'm not
Halloween.
One that likes. I love Christmas stuff.
But he loves a jump scare, folks. And
Merry
he'll laugh at that.
Merry Christmas, y'all. I love Christmas. Christmas is my holiday.
Christmas is his holiday.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. If you don't get that reference, go watch Home Alone.
I do enjoy Halloween, but I think we haven't put as much.
We haven't put as much effort into Halloween. I will be honest.
That's because y'all around me make me sad.
No,
around
okay,
Halloween.
Well, don't do that.
Y'all don't be open.
If I'm being honest, Halloween, it doesn't feel the same.
Sure.
Like when we've been at the house and like passing candy out, there hasn't been a lot of kids.
I mean, I think location, sometimes we can put it on that and whatnot. I hear exactly what you're saying. Absolutely. And don't get me wrong. I think after COVID, there was people really kind of were all cautious about everything. And I think it's warming back up.
Yeah.
But, it hasn't, more than anything, you're right. Sometimes the folks, or there ain't that many, come get candy. But sometimes I've enjoyed just having the masks that I've gotten. Those,
just standing.
Those, what was it? Those Purge.
The Purge mask.
Surge. The Purge masks and doing that kind of stuff. That's been comedy, man. And you already know about my Michael Myers mask and that whole outfit. Yeah.
Yep.
That's been enjoyable to see kids.
It's always funny. This dude, I swear to God, almost every time this dude pulls out the Michael Myers.
This dude is me, just so y'all know.
Yeah, the only dude that's in here. He pulls out the Michael Myers, and then people start taking photos with him.
After they get scared.
They get scared. They get scared. They get freaked out. They jump. And it's like, oh my God, can I take a photo with you? And takes one step to the side, and then that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Pretty cool.
And he's there.
Yep.
And then takes 10, 15 photos with people, and then done. And I'm like, what is going on?
It's the extremes, and it's hilarious. But yeah, I enjoy it.
But it's just that all that stuff and whatnot.
Yeah, man.
It's fun when we do that stuff.
Michael Myers is classic. That still
classic.
Gets people. So,
Myers, Voorhees, Krueger.
And don't put them in the same. It's Michael Myers, and then we got other
and then
people.
It's
and then there's another level down.
And then it's the other ones. But.
Maybe we leave on this note, but hey, so what are your costumes? You had some costume ideas this year.
I did say that. I said that earlier.
Yeah.
For my work,
For your work, yes.
Because I work at a school,
Okay.
8 through 8.
Yep.
I'm gonna be an inflatable frog.
An inflatable frog. Nice.
I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of funny. Just a frog. And then for when I go out with friends when I'm off work,
Yes.
I'm gonna do Huey Freeman from the Boondocks series.
Nice.
If anybody wants to be Riley Freeman, let me know. Because I need a Riley Freeman.
Recruitment right now. Yes.
Yeah. What are your ideas for all of
Ideas for costume?
Yeah. Other than Michael Myers.
Dang, man. I don't know. That's a good question. Man, I just put on a mask and try to be whatever.
Do whatever.
Yeah, just do whatever. So we'll see. I haven't thought about it for this year. Might recycle one of the old Purge masks or something.
Hey,
Something
that's a
simple.
good idea.
Something simple.
That was a good idea.
Yes, sir.
As we wrap out of here, though, this is the Like Father Like Son podcast, episode 17. For our radio listeners, find us up on YouTube, Like Father Like Son podcast. May take you a little bit to search, find it, but you'll definitely find us.
Over there.
For everybody else trying to reach us on Instagram, Like Father Like Son PCast, LFLS, that's what the profile picture says. You should find it with these. TikTok, Like Father Like Son PCast 2716, because TikTok likes numbers. I still don't understand why.
But we're number one.
And our hearts were number one.
Yes.
Email us comments, concerns, questions, ideas, theme ideas, whatnot. We may do a Halloween one or a Christmas theme. I don't know yet. Like Father Like Son PCast at gmail.com.
And with that,
and with
it's a
that,
wrap.